Hey guys, here's another problem dealing with solving rational equations. However, in this particular problem, we are going to have extraneous solutions. Alright, so remember, an extraneous solution is something that does not satisfy the original equation. Okay, mathematically it will be incorrect. Okay, so at the end of this problem, we're going to have to check for extraneous solutions to determine which one is mathematically incorrect and will be considered a extraneous solution. Alright, so here we go. We have our rational equation set up, so let's go about determining how we're going to solve this. So notice on my denominator here, I have both x minus 3 and x minus 3. So an easy move here would be to do the following. Let's multiply both sides by x minus 3. When I do that, x minus 3 and x minus 3, right? Well, this is going to naturally cancel out, right? Top and bottom, same thing. Top and bottom cancels out. So this becomes fairly simple now, because now I'll just have 3x equals 2x plus 3, okay? And now all I have to do is move the x's over, so minus 2x, right? I get x equals 3. Alright, so my answer here is x equals 3. However, we need to check it into the original equation that we had. So our original equation, just writing it again, we had 3x all over x minus 3 equal to 2x plus 3 all over x minus 3. Okay, so think to yourself, why is x equal 3? Why is this going to be considered an extraneous solution in this case? Again, take a look at your original equation here. All right. So again, if x equals 3, think what's going to happen. If I plug this into the denominator here, right, 3 minus 3 will be 0. Same thing here, 3 minus 3 will be 0. And we know that we cannot have division by 0. If we do, it's going to be undefined. All right. So in this case, 3 is going to be an extraneous solution. So this is going to be extraneous. Okay. Mathematically, it is incorrect. So extraneous. Alright, so that would be your answer for this particular problem. Alright? Okay, let's try another example. So we have the following: 2x minus 9 all over x minus 7 plus x over 2, and then 5 all over x minus 7. Okay? So there are a couple of ways you could go about doing this. Alright, there's really no right or wrong way. It's really how you see it. So again, there are a couple ways. One way would be to get a common denominator between these two. Right, so you multiply 2 times x minus 7, right, you get your common denominator and then take care of your numerators. You could also multiply everything by x minus 7. In this case, it would cancel here, right, you'd have to multiply the top here, and here would also cancel. So by looking at this, that looks like our easiest way to go about doing this. Again, there really is no right or wrong way, as long as you get the right answer, right? So I'm just going to multiply everything by x minus 7. Because I'm trying to get rid of that denominator, right? So if I multiply x minus 7 here, this will cancel. But again, we have to balance out the equation, so we have to do it to all of our terms. So this will be multiplied by x minus 7, and this will be multiplied by x minus 7. But again, top and bottom, this will cancel. Okay? So what I have now is the following. I have 2x minus 9. And then we're going to have to go ahead and do this operation right here. So essentially what we have is x minus 7 times x. And again, this will be all over 2. So you want to go ahead and distribute the x here. So we would have the following. We would have x squared minus 7x all over 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that right here. So we have plus x squared minus 7x all over 2. Erase that. Okay, and again, these naturally canceled out, so we're left with 5. Okay, So think about what your next move is going to be here. What should we do next? Well, I want to get rid of this denominator, so if I want to get rid of it, I want to multiply everything by 2, so it cancels out here. So again, we'll do that. So multiply by 2. Okay, cancel, cancel. All right, but again, we have to balance this out. So multiply by 2 here, and multiply by 2 here as well. All right, and we'll put this in parentheses so it's a little easier to see what's going on here. Okay, so now we just want to make sure that we do 2 times 2x and then 2 times -9. So we'll have the following here. 4 times x minus 18. Okay, we said that this naturally cancels out, so we'll have the following. Plus x squared minus 7x. Okay, and this will be equal to 10. Alright, again, let's go ahead and combine our like terms here. So I'm going to put this in order too. So I have an x squared. Okay, done with that. And then I have a 4x and a negative 7x, so that will make negative 3x minus 18 equal to 10. Alright, so think about how we can solve this. Again, this is a quadratic. If we move this 10 over, we can solve by solving for the zeros, right? So we'll essentially have 2 answers here. So we want a minus 10 on both sides. So let's go ahead and let's write it right here. So we'll have x squared minus 3x, and then minus 10 will have minus 28, all equal to 0. Okay? Let's erase this now. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 28, all equal to 0. So we need to factor. Alright, so we go ahead and factor this. What 2 numbers when I multiply are going to be negative 28, but add up to negative 3. Again, using the AC method, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can, so you can write it out if you want. Again, check the previous videos if you're unsure about what the AC method is. It goes into how you can factor quadratics, okay, a very simple way. So we're going to go ahead and just factor this, so we'll have x minus 7, and then we'll have x plus 4. This will all be equal to 0. Right. Take each one of your factors now, set it equal to 0, so we have x minus 7 equal to 0, and then we have x plus 4 equal to 0. So x here will equal 7, and x here will also equal negative 4. So we have 2 solutions. And let's go ahead and see what we originally had here. So let's get rid of these guys. So we had x minus 7, x minus 7. Okay, so we need to check to see if we have any extraneous solutions here. So if I take any one of these possible answers here, okay, will it be mathematically incorrect? So look at my 7. If I plug it in here, 7 minus 7 will be 0, right? And we know that we can't have division by 0 because it's undefined. Same thing would happen here, right? So 7 is going to be considered an extraneous solution, okay? However, negative 4 will work. So what we can say here is negative 7, this will be extraneous, meaning mathematically incorrect. Okay, however, x equals negative 4, that is correct. Okay, so our final answer there was x equals 7 is extraneous. Okay, and then we have a value of x equals to negative 4, that would be correct. All right, and that is it.